You sure don't have to feel poorer, cheaper, or maybe just even a little less put together when you're driving an older, maybe even rough around the edge vehicle. Today, we're going to be talking about, let's hop inside. I'm going to be talking about some of the best ways to keep up your appearance and not totally abandon all of your pride just because you're driving a cheaper or older type of vehicle. Whether a project vehicle, an old cruiser, or simply just all we can afford to get to and from work in. Have you ever felt judged for driving an older car? Before mentioning my most favorite thing, I want to talk about the most necessary, which is mechanical maintenance. All the oil changes, bearings, bushings, and adjustments that these vehicles need over intervals in time, and just as things wear out. Taking care of your vehicle with maintenance and mechanical upkeep, whether taking it to a shop or learning some skills on your driveway, helps you feel confident and proud of your vehicle, even if it's a little old or rough around the edges. Going the extra mile to book an appointment or turn the wrench to ensure that your exhaust isn't leaking obnoxiously and your brakes aren't squealing at every stoplight will make you even more comfortable and confident as you cruise, commute, and run errands. Try not to neglect your vehicle beyond the expected quirks that sometimes we choose to live with. What's one repair or bit of maintenance that you always make sure to stay on top of? Arguably the easiest and my favorite is maintaining a clean interior and exterior cosmetic appearance. Touching up some paint chips, neutralizing or repairing some rust, or simply just washing your vehicle regularly and keeping the interior neat, tidy, and fresh is really valuable. Keeping a dust cloth handy to wipe down the interior surfaces is a great tactic too. To most regular people who don't care one car from the next, a clean and visibly cared for interior makes it hard to even tell an old car from a new one, depending of course. Do you think that people notice a clean or taken care of car more than we realize, or do they probably not care? I think it's important to note that these 2 points we can summarize as cosmetic and mechanical care work hand in hand. Some of our vehicles need one more than the other, with an exterior so beat up that we just can't help it. That's just a part of the character aesthetic that non-car people just won't understand. But that's okay, because it's not about outward validation from others, it's about how you feel when you get behind the wheel. Old cars will have some quirks. Some interiors are more damaged than others. Some more ripped, cracked, rusted, or stained. Would you rather drive something mechanically solid but rough looking, or the other way around? Sometimes that rough look is a big part of the aesthetic, but I think with certain cars, especially this Volvo, I've been able to experience a little bit of the both mixed together, which is pretty ideal for the average person with regular needs. But if you ever feel like your appearance is down, you can't maybe dress nice or feel as fresh in your old car, remember these things, and that common theme of maintenance and upkeep, mechanically and cosmetically, matters. I've said before how brand new cars with dirt, dust, wrappers, and filth inside and out won't take the cake over an old car that's clean, tidy inside, and well cared for. Caring for something that doesn't need to look nice still reflects character. Some people buy new cars to uphold an image, but if it's trashed inside, that image falls apart. Meanwhile, an old, well-kept car tells others something about who you are, that you respect what you own regardless of its age. Do you think that a tidy old car might say more about someone than a neglected new one? But life gets busy, kids make messes, we have other things on our minds. Cars, houses, and rooms get messy, and that's okay. But I vouch for the fact that your space can influence your mind, your mood, and even your work ethic or motivation. A clean, cared-for space is one of the keys in helping you tackle other jobs, challenges, and aspects of life in your best way and full force. What you choose to drive and own is also about living wisely and within your means. We've talked about new car problems and depreciation. Do you find that keeping your car or spaces clean actually helps your mood and productivity? Let me know. Now, apart from that, sometimes we may struggle with caring what people think, what assumptions they might make, or how they will see us for our appearance. In this case, with vehicles. Now, of course, most older vehicles look awesome, cool, classic, and impressive. But we don't drive them simply for outward appearance. We drive them because of what they mean to us and how that driving experience makes us feel. We're passionate about the automotive history and the mechanics. What's the main reason you hang on to your old car? The practicality, the passion, the nostalgia? To many, the niche and plain old cars might just appear plain, old, and regular. Someone might wonder why you drive such a thing. Of course, we should never feel the need to always wear to impress, buy to impress, or drive to impress. Some people polish chrome until it shines, and some people wear dents, dings, and rust as badges of honor. Do you prefer the polished look, or do you like the worn, character-filled look better? There's an interesting tension of how we dress and maintain our personal appearances, and how it still matters to be presentable, even if we don't care what people think. But this varies person to person, and I'm interested to hear what your philosophy is. I personally believe that while you shouldn't be ruled by the opinions of others, cleanliness, order, and presentability can reflect inner discipline and self-respect, and this can pertain to your vehicle. Do you ever think sometimes about how a person's car can reflect their personality, or are they mainly just transportation to you? Let me know that as well. Regardless of the make, model, year, and cost, we can care enough to be presentable, but not enslaved by appearances, because the automotive world is vast and full of self-expression. Cars aren't always supposed to look neat and perfect. Some have patina, rust, dents, scars, all telling style, class, and history, and usually an aesthetic or a look that not everybody will be able to understand. Day to day, usually being clean, presentable, or put together opens doors, jobs, trust, respect. But of course, being highly invested in what others have to think will start to compromise your sense of self and your joy. There's an interesting Japanese saying that we can tie into this topic. It's something we can connect with appreciating dents, rust, or faded paint as character rather than flaws, which is not something everyone around you day to day will be able to see or understand. If that's something that interests you, feel free to Google and let me know what you learn about it. Of course, there will always be times where what some see as a beautifully aging original vehicle, others see as a rust bucket that shouldn't be parking anywhere near them. While some see a modest, simple, and practical older commuter or winter beater, others might picture a less classy individual behind the wheel. But if we're living for others, we don't quite get to live for ourselves. We don't need the newest vehicle, the most expensive vehicle, or even the vehicle we see a guy on YouTube talking about. But the vehicle that works for you, speaks to you, fits in your budget, suits your family and all your needs, that's the kind of vehicle that helps you live your life. What's the story behind the cars that you drive right now, and why did you choose them? There's nothing wrong with wanting a new vehicle either. Everyone's situations vary, allowing them to make different choices that suits their needs best. Vehicles, even clothes, watches, etc., aren't all about showing the world. To some people, older cars carry a long history, whether it's family owned, a farm truck, a father and son project car, or just a beater that's gotten you through some tough times. Appearance and value aren't only about cost and looks, but about the meaning. Do you have a car or truck that you'd never sell because of the memories and meaning behind it? Let me know that and any other thoughts pertaining to this video in the comment section. All right, it is a very early morning, nearly 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday of all days. But we're driving out an hour or so on the highway. Kind of unrelated, but I'm going to pick up a bicycle I saw on Facebook Marketplace for a really good deal. But I guess that means we will see if it fits in the Volvo here just fine. It being summer, it's the first time I've seen frost on the, or I guess fog on the windshield in a while. Gotta get that cleared off before we hit the road here. It is absolutely a beautiful morning though. Well, that was just some condensation on the exterior of the windshield. My defrost wouldn't have done anything. I gotta say, it is nice getting up this early in the summer and seeing the sun rise. Especially in an old 90s Volvo. The 5-cylinder engine in these Volvos is particularly powerful for all of your daily driving needs. Cruising down the highway at 100, 110, 120 is also no issue for this car. Well, the sun is up and we're still trucking down the road. It's been a great drive so far. was able to take the front wheel off this mountain bike and fit it back there with the seats folded down. Just a 90s mountain bike, but matches the 90s Volvo, right? Alright, it is now 8:20 a.m. and I'm headed back to where I belong. I love when I actually do get up early and really feel like I made the most out of my day. You guys are the best, and as always, thanks for watching, and safe driving, everybody. Okay, I figured why not share with you guys the somewhat blooper of the fact that it's 30 degrees out today, and while filming this, my camera overheated over 3 times without me knowing, forcing me to redo shots multiple times, put my camera in a freezer to cool it down. But anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe to stick around for more videos.